Bro, I don't understand. I do understand. I tried to explain it in another video. These people are evil. Like, most people are evil and they think they're good and stuff, but they're really evil and they're really led by the devil, and it's the opposite of good, so they have to lie. Bro, Miami was getting hoed by the refs yesterday. 10-2, just like every other game. It was actually 10-0 to start the game. They had 10 free points to Miami's 0 free throws. And Miami was going to the basket, retards. Don't say they weren't. That's why they weren't getting calls. They went to the basket. Miami wasn't getting calls. And Boston was getting the same calls. Miami was up 10 in the first quarter, despite it being 10-0. Miami was up 5 in game 5, despite it being 10-2 for the free throws. Miami would have been up 15-20, but it would be a lead. They'd get free throws. We'd score. It'd be a lead. They'd get free throws. We'd score. We score. Then they get free throws. We might not score. They get free throws. We would score. That's how we only kept about a 5 to 7 to 10 point lead. If they weren't getting those free throws to keep them in the game, it would have been a 15, 20 point game in the first half. That's one. Two, they finished with more free throws. Three, at the end of the game, it would only happen 1 or 2 times at the end of the game. Last 5 minutes of the game, it only happened 1 or 2 times, maybe 3. But they were giving them points, free bullshit points, to keep them in the game, so it's not a runaway game at the end of the game. Derek White did hit that shot, yes. But they were giving them, I think it was like 1 or 2 calls max. It wasn't too many calls. But they were giving them points to keep them in the game so it wouldn't get out of hand. At one point, it was the cleanest block I've ever seen in an NBA game. And they called a foul when it was tied to give Boston the lead. So it's the opposite of the truth. These evil people have to lie. Boston fans are really saying that it was fixed. Jimmy Butler just went off for 50. And every time his team needed a basket, he got it. And you're saying it's fixed? Meanwhile, in game 5, every single time you guys needed a basket, you got free throws on bullshit calls, sometimes 4 calls in a row in game 5 when it was tied and we were leading. You don't think that's a momentum killer? You have to score every single time because they're going to get free throws every single time? I hate blaming the refs, but when it's that blatant. What was it? What did they do yesterday? Jimmy Butler scored every single play. What the fuck did the refs do? I watched every minute of the game. I don't even remember a bad call, but I give it the benefit of the doubt and say there was 1 or 2 bad calls. Max. That game was Jimmy Butler last night. Going out there and getting a basket every single time his team needed it. He ended up with 50 points. It didn't end with 25 and like how Jaylen Brown did in game 5. You remember that? No, he ended with 50 points, meaning, and he played like 40 minutes, meaning he got a point every fucking minute. Every minute he got a point. You know how long a possession is? Half a minute. Almost every single possession. Basic math, human beings. Almost every possession, he got a fucking point. Like, when you do the math, every 2 possessions. But it doesn't even work like that because the other team gets the ball too. So basically a minute is split. You know what I mean? I want to say the refs fixed it. Everyone is saying that. It's because they're evil people just lying. Like, respect to the people who no one is giving them credit. So I would say respect to the people. Celtics are the better team by far. How are they the better team? Explain to me how they're the better team. Just because they have cooler looking players? Kyle Lowry, champion. PJ Tucker, champion. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown got in the league 6 years ago. Rob Williams just became a good player. He just got in the league 2-3 years ago. Grant Williams just became a good player, got in the league like 4 years ago, 6 years ago. Tell me how that's better than Jimmy Butler, Oladipo, who made an All-NBA team when Tatum was in diapers. He made an All-NBA team in Jason Tatum's second year. The next year, Kyle Lowry wins a championship. The next year, PJ Tucker wins a championship. Bam Adebayo. Explain how the Celtics are better. Explain how Peyton Pritchard is better than Oladipo. Explain how Derek White is better than Max Strus. I mean, maybe I'll give you that one, but Max Strus shoots better, and their defense is about the same. It's just lies. And I can't believe that they're really stooping this low. They gave this one away. They do always respond after a loss. But the Celtics were getting helped by the refs yesterday, and Butler scored every point every second to give them the fucking win. After watching this game over again, we had moments that fucked up. Our fuck ups weren't as bad as the refs. Like what, for an example? Like, seriously. What do they even mean? I don't even remember calls yesterday, dude. What calls? The last 5 minutes, there was 2 fouls the whole game, like, for either side. Oh, you don't believe me? I have it recorded right here. What the fuck are they talking about? Oh, it looks like you guys just aren't hitting shots. Where's the fouls you guys are talking about? Oh, there he hits a shot. Let's see if they give them a foul. Oh yeah, that really looks like a foul there. Jimmy Butler making a fadeaway shot really looks like a foul. Really looks like they really called a foul there, right, guys? Really looks like they just calling fouls for Miami there, right? Wrong. See the end of this game. Yeah, I remember all this. They hit the three. There was no fouls in here. There was none. What I just went through. I remember there was none. There might have been one, but there was like none. Jimmy Butler or Kyle Lowry hits a three. What is this?
10 assists for Lowry. What a bounce back game for the All-Star. Tatum drives on Strus, kicks it out, Smart, three-pointer, short. Strus falls in the rebound, and Lowry is shaken up.
Did you guys see that that offensive foul that wasn't called? Funny how we're getting all the calls, right, Celtics fans? That's how we won the game, right? Like, fucking evil, corrupt liars. That's how we won, right? Or is it Jimmy Butler and them hitting shots? Looks like Kyle Lowry just hit a shot to tie the game. Meanwhile, in Game 5, you guys were getting free throws to tie the game. Looks like Jimmy Butler took over. Meanwhile, you guys were getting free throws to take over. What bullshit calls in the clutch are you talking about? Let's see. I haven't seen one yet. Have you guys seen one yet? No. Let's see. Oh, that was totally a bullshit call right there. Fucking hits a game tying shot. Oh yeah, and it was so rigged for Miami. It's hilarious. Boston's in the bonus. Look at Miami. Miami's not in the bonus, and it's the end of the quarter. Boston was in the bonus at the beginning of the quarter, every single game. But you see how rigged it is. It shows that there's more fouls for Boston right there. There's more fouls for Boston in the quarter, let alone the game. How is it rigged, Celtics fans?